Rube's Observations brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters.
Look, the Eagles won, but I got to start out with some of the deficiencies that we saw. Most of them are deficiencies that we've seen all year, especially in the last month, and deficiencies that nearly cost the Eagles a win over a really bad Giants team over at the Link this afternoon. Turnovers are an epidemic, and the Eagles now have 23 turnovers. That's 10th most in the league, but they have 18 of them in their last 10 games. That's the most in the NFL since week 6. That's almost 2 turnovers per game. They've had 8 games with multiple turnovers this year, 7 in their last 3 games. And it's not just Jalen, it's everybody. And today was an example of that. And these were damaging turnovers today. The special teams wanted to open the third quarter. I don't even know what happened. I don't think Nick even knows what happened. It looks like Olamide Zaccheaus got blocked into Boston Scott, but that just can't happen. And then the interception, it's easy to put that on Jalen, but that was Dallas Goedert slipped. And if he doesn't slip, that's not an interception. It's not a pick six. Do you blame Dallas Goedert for slipping? He's human, but these are things that happen to teams that turn the ball over a lot. And this team is really talented, and if they didn't turn the ball over so much, they wouldn't come down to the last second every single week. But they just keep giving teams chances, keep giving teams points, short fields, keep giving teams hope. And it's got to stop. You're not going to beat good teams turn the ball over the way they have. Number 2 is, and this is kind of related to the turnovers, because the Eagles just keep blowing these big leads, and it's every week. I was just looking at this. They were up 16 against the Patriots. They won by 5. They were up 20 against the Vikings. It was 27-7. They won by 6. They were up 11 against the Jets. Cost them. They got beat. Gave up 17 straight points to end the game. Last week, they were up 10 in Seattle, and they lost that game. Today, they were up 17, and it came down to the last few seconds. It's just unacceptable, and it's a different thing every time, which makes it tough to fix. And a lot of it, I don't even think it's coaching. It's execution. It's just players not being locked in, not being dialed in. But I don't want to be all negative, because they did win the game, and there was a lot to like. They did a lot of good things, especially early, but I really like seeing the young defensive players. I think that's something that's really encouraging. This is Ben Van Sumeren's first NFL start. Not only that, he never played a snap, but with all the injuries at linebacker, he had to play, and he ran around, and he was pretty good. Keely Ringo, second straight, really good game. He had the interception his first to end it. He's going to be a starter next year. James Bradbury's not going to be here, and odds-on favorite right now is Keely Ringo. He's playing really well. Didn't play at all early in the season, so he's barely played any snaps coming in. Sidney Brown's played more, and look, he's got to keep it legal and not get these penalties, but he's going to live life on the edge. That's the way he's going to be. Eli Ricks has done some good things. We saw Nolan Smith out there a little bit. Probably played his most snaps ever. Saw him a little bit of off-ball linebacker. So it's a lot of young guys who are contributing, who are making plays, and I think they've energized the defense a little bit, and something they really needed, because there's a lot of old guys on this defense, and they were starting to look old and slow. So a lot of young guys starting to make their presence felt on defense. To me, that's really encouraging.